Speaking of sponsors, the game plan is brought to you by Max Jazz Games, whose game Kung Poobie you could be playing right now. If you have an iOS phone, you've got an Apple phone, right? Like this bad boy, you download Kung Poobie at the App Store right now.
Not this one.
Put it down, Pete. No, I don't think it's on Android. If only we knew who to talk to about getting that game on an Android store. But if you've got an iPhone, then you should download Kung Poobie right now. Thanks to Max Jazz Games for bringing you the game plan. Your gaming week is sorted thanks to Kung Poobie. But once you finish Kung Poobie, you're going to want to play something else. So let's go through the games coming out this week. Can you start us off, Angus?
Certainly can. Tomorrow, Tuesday, November the 2nd, Unpacking comes out on the Switch and PC. Unpacking is a Zen puzzle game about the familiar experience of pulling possessions out of boxes and fitting them into a new home. Part block fitting puzzle, part home decoration, you are invited to create satisfying living spaces while learning clues about the life you're unpacking.
I've done enough unpacking the last week. Giants Uprising is coming to Steam Early Access on PC. Giant Uprising is a medieval fantasy action-adventure game full of giants and unlimited destruction. Take on the role of a powerful giant who finally breaks free from enslavement to seek revenge on the ruthless human race.
Ooh, Tunch or Tunche is coming out on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Tunche is a charming hand-drawn action game with roguelike elements. Team up with your friends or play solo. Choose from 5 unique characters and restore peace in the Amazon rainforest. Tunche.
What a twist. Conway Disappearance at Delilah View is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Oh, no, sorry. Demon Turf is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Demon Turf, the 3D platformer with attitude. Join Beebs in her ambitious goal of taking over the Demon Turfs and becoming the Demon Queen herself. Jump, spin, and punch your way across the turfs with unique mechanics like momentum-driven combat and self-placed checkpoints. Time to face the Demon King.
Still staying on Tuesday, Conway Disappearance at Dahlia View is coming out on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. When 8-year-old Charlotte May is reported missing from Dahlia View, retired detective Robert Conway launches his own investigation into her disappearance. Lead the investigation and uncover dark secrets in a story-driven observational thriller from the creators of The Occupation and Ether One.
Bloodshaw is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and mobile on Wednesday, November 3rd. Bloodshaw is an interactive action movie about a televised battle royale between high-profile streamers, entertainers, and death row inmates. You control the fate of Nick, a washed-up actor who fights for a life-changing cash prize.
Too real. Time Loader is coming out on PC on Wednesday. Time Loader is a story-driven puzzle platformer with tiny robots, alternate realities, nostalgic music, and primitive tech from the 90s.
When did you decide to do that?
Started high, thought I got to keep going higher, and then just like got very got into what's her name, the maid,
Mrs. Bouquet.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Bucket.
Good. Just Dance 2022 is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S and 1, and Switch on Thursday, November 4th. Just Dance 2022. The ultimate dance game is back with new universes and 40 hot new tracks from chart-topping hits to great classics. Looking for the perfect game to dance to the latest hits and share some fun with friends and family? Just Dance 22 is for you.
Where Cards Fall is coming out on Switch and PC. Spread decks of cards to solve challenging spatial puzzles and progress through dreamlike landscapes in this award-winning title. Traverse beautifully crafted isometric puzzles that give way to a wordless coming of age story that invites you to reflect on the formative moments of your own life.
Wow. There's a lot of ideas in those two sentences. The Binding of Isaac Repentance is coming to Xbox Series X and S. Experience the modern classic, The Binding of Isaac, like you've never seen it before. It's a game too big to be called a sequel. Repentance takes Isaac to new heights of roguelike dungeon adventure as the brave boy descends into the basement for his greatest challenge yet.
And Friday, rounding out the week, Call of Duty Vanguard is coming out on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Rise on every front. Dogfight over the Pacific, airdrop over France, defend Stalingrad with a sniper's precision, and blast through advancing forces in North Africa. The Call of Duty franchise returns with Call of Duty Vanguard. Developed by Sledgehammer Games, where players will be immersed in visceral World War II combat on an unprecedented global scale.
And once you're done with that visceral World War II combat, it's time to build a zoo with Let's Build a Zoo on PC. Construct and decorate enclosures, buy and breed animals. Hire zookeepers and vets, then try your hand at DNA splicing and stitch together over 300,000 different types of animal. This can only go smoothly. And that is all the games coming out this week. Peter Burns, you haven't spoken for about 45 minutes. What's your game plan this week?
There's a lot of really cool looking things. I'm going to say Conway Disappearance of Dahlia View is the one that I'm most interested in.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's Rear Window, the video game. It is a man watching his neighbors in a stunningly voyeuristic way. Apparently, his daughter.
Herbie Pete strikes again.
There we go.
He's even in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Totally. It totally is just. Let's turn that into a video game, and it feels like this could be 12 minutes.
The good one.
There's a
what are those brothers and sisters doing down there? Oh my god!
There's a mystery to solve. There's little bits of story happening in different places.
Yep.
It looks like it's got a bunch of style. It doesn't look like a huge budget game, but it looks like they've put their money in the right places, and it looks intriguing. So I'm keen.
Totally.
I'm keen.
It's not a time loop game, but you could just imagine that 12 minutes is a Rear Window game. He's just looking through a skylight, Pete. He's just up there.
He's just lying on the roof watching this whole thing play out, and he's just as disgusted.
That's your sister.
Why did you get the soundproof glass? Amazing. Yeah, that looks awesome. It looks so good. I'm totally keen for this. Gus, what's caught your eye this week?
Look, I don't want to steal any of your thunder, Nick. I know we've talked back and forth about if we're excited for it, but it's a new Call of Duty, and I'm going to play the shit out of it, mainly for the campaign, I feel like, more than anything. I'm still enjoying my COD Black Ops multiplayer. I don't feel like the multiplayer is drawing me into this, but the campaign looks cool. I love the idea of all those different characters. It feels like, we've mentioned before, it kind of feels like it could be drawing on a bit of the Battlefield 1 idea, with lots of vignettes happening around and kind of like hyper stylized versions of the action of World War II. Like, it's COD. It's going to be, ratcheted up like crazy. So that would be cool. And yeah, I think those characters from the profiles that we've seen in the trailers and stuff, they look like they've got a lot of personality to them. And I feel like it's going to be lovely to play a game where the different characters that you ping pong around are, a Russian female sniper, like I think like a black French assault trooper guy.
I think he's British.
Is he British? Oh, okay, right. But
so.
Different regions, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different personalities. Whereas the thing about COD is beyond a joke, and especially in the last Black Ops, I don't even know who Woods is or who the other three are. Like, I get so confused about who the COD characters are because they are so bloody generic that this would be nice if they have some. Yeah. It'd be nice that these ones have some diversity in whether or not that comes across in the story. I'm not sure it'll be the Academy Award winning writing that we're going to hope for. But yeah, that seems really fun. So the single player of this seems interesting to me, and I'm excited for a World War campaign. I'm playing heaps of Battlefield 1 multiplayer, but no single player. So that's why I'm pumped to check this out.
Yeah, I am obviously excited for that as well. Gone on record multiple times. How excited am I for the World War II version of this? We'll find out on Friday. I just can't believe COD is coming out on Friday. It just feels like it's totally snuck up.
Marketing for it has just not been here.
Yeah, well, I mean, they announced it. I think it was the later announced a Call of Duty, and so it just seems like they haven't had that marketing cycle. And even if they have, I just haven't been blitzed with commercials in the same way that I usually am come November. But I am keen to play that. I'm definitely keen to check out Conway Disappearance of Dahlia View, and I am interested in what Bloodshaw is.
Me too.
I'm like, this could be great in the way that Until Dawn was great, or contradiction was great. I hated the fact that high-profile streamers was a part of this. Like, I don't like. I just think I already know what kind of characters those are going to be, and they're just like so uninteresting to me. But the idea of that this is an entirely interactive battle royale FMV thing is just ambitious. The acting will be subpar, and the production values will be questionable. But I think that like we love watching that stuff here.
Yeah.
And so I really want to see how this works. And it's on everything. Like, it's on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and mobile. Like, it's just on every single platform.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking this out. I wish there was something we could do with this because... Oh, do you reckon... Let's talk about it afterwards.
Yeah,
Don't
please.
say anything on camera.
I know. Yeah,
and I will say what I was not going to say. Let's do it with playback. But yeah, so Bloodshaw is definitely something that I'm excited for. But
Also,
there's good stuff coming out this week.
To add to this, like, movies, there's a big conversation about this we won't have now, but movies are terrible at the moment, and COVID has put the squeeze on productions to be pretty, like, even the ones that are trying are struggling. Whereas, like, well, then if I'm going to watch something terrible, I may as well do it through some kind of interactive video game form now. Like, don't hire the latest movie on Google Play that's just some weird nameless action movie. Do this. Like, do something that's just a little different and, like, has some form of interactivity with it. I reckon that's cool.
Yeah,
Take your schlock in game form.
It looks like a rougher version of some of the ideas that we've seen work in the FMV space, though. So
yeah,
I think it's. Yeah. I think I would be very surprised if it's worth playing that. But hopefully it is
not on broadcast with an audience. Yeah,
exactly.
Fair enough.
I don't think people should sleep on Time Loader or Giants Uprising as well. They both look cool.
They both look really cool. And like, Where Cards Fall looks interesting. Binding of Isaac is awesome. Like, the
cool
Repentance
games.
update is great, and it's coming
Unpacking?
to Xbox is really good.
Unpacking, we know, is a beautiful experience.
Yeah. And also Just Dance. Like, just another game where I feel like I've just seen no advertising for it, but Just Dance is a classic. Like, yeah, this is a great week for games, so you kind of can't go wrong. Unless you picked Let's Build a Zoo, which none of us did. But yeah. There's going to be... I'm sure it's good. I'm sure Spike to get over 300,000 kinds of animals gets someone hard.